Central bank currency replacing the American dollar? Well, you're going to see this as a massive, massive narrative the next 12 months before the presidential election in 2024, November 4th. Now, there's going to be a battle between decentralization, central bank digital currencies, and programmable money. We can argue back and forth and fight an invisible enemy, but let me give you the facts, figures, numbers, logic. Now, remember, what I'm about to share with you is not financial advice. Don't make any financial moves. I'm just sharing with you the deep research I do on a daily basis and connecting the logical circuit. I don't fight an invisible enemy. I do my investments based on facts, figures, numbers, logic, not emotion. So we have to pay attention to the timing of things. Remember, in 2017, they told you that Bitcoin was rat poisoning that's used for money laundering, that's absolutely fraudulent. You'd be fired if you invested Bitcoin or traded Bitcoin or crypto. But as we transitioned to 2020, we had a massive shock to the system, changing all of our consumer behaviors. How we interacted with money, how we worked, how we dated, how we walked, how we talked. And then ironically, on December 20th, 2020, the SEC went after Ripple around XRP being a security, one of the most well-run crypto companies in the world. Third on the market cap. They didn't go after any other nefarious people. They went after Ripple, a real-world solve company with real team, real leadership, and making a real impact in the global financial space. And then the case lasted all the way till now. And here's where the narrative kicks in. Jerome Powell 1 year ago went from not talking about crypto to talking about distributed ledger technology is here to stay and it's an innovative technology. And he said, we're not talking about a Cbdc yet. And then all of a sudden, July 2023, FedNow Services launches at the exact same time Judge Torres deems XRP a non-security. Let me show you what I think is going to happen in the next 12 months. Now remember, I do a YouTube video every single day linked in my bio. So FedNow dramatically speeds up US payments with FedNow Services, which launched in July. At the exact same time, Ripple Lab notches landmark win in the SEC case over XRP being a cryptocurrency. Now, why did they wait till July 2023 when this case has been going on since December 20th, 2020? You have to ask yourself that question. And this week, I'm going to be breaking down a series, Understanding the Financial System, and Federal Reserve launches real-time payment system, first big upgrade since 1970. Now remember, in 1970s, we detached from the gold standard because America didn't have enough gold to back the US dollar. And they said they're protecting us from speculators. The exact same thing they're saying right now. They're protecting us from crypto, which is a speculative asset, when they have no money in the system. All of our money is debt. But this is important to understand, guys. There's only 35 banks which are early adopters on the FedNow Services. So everybody's saying their switch has been flipped, but there's only 35 banks that are live on FedNow Services. And these are the 35 banks. You can take a look. There's Wells Fargo, there's US Bank, there's JP Morgan, which again, remember guys, JP Morgan has Onyx. I'm going to explain to you what FedNow Services is, in my opinion. Wells Fargo's with R3, they're with Onyx, and Bank of America, which is not on the list, is with Ripple. So let me break down my logical circuit and how I look at these things. Problem, reaction, solution. When you have a problem, it creates a reaction to people, and when people have a reaction, they're looking for a solution. First they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. So we're in the regulation and joining phase. So what you're going to start to see is problem, reactions, and solutions are going to be distributed ledger technology, and I truly believe, and I'm not supporting this, we're going to be in a central bank digital currency, which is going to be programmable money. The middle class is getting wiped out, leverage source technology, moving down to the working poor, the industrial area is dying. We're moving into from gas, petrol, oil, industry, to quantum, AI, information, data, and attention. And resisting this change isn't going to do anything for you but destroy your family's future and your ability to build generational wealth for your family. There's a reason why 1% of the population owns 97% of the wealth, and that is going to become much larger, the wealth gap, because people aren't paying attention. You're arguing about whether Jamie Foxx is cloned. Who gives a shit if Jamie Foxx is cloned? What does it have to do with you and your actions, your behaviors, and what you can do on a daily basis to protect your family? Who cares if Beyonce and Jay-Z are part of some elite group? What does that have to do with you and the actions and behaviors that you do on a daily basis? And we're 12 months away from the presidential election. I'm not waiting for a savior to come back to save me. Focus on what you can do for your family. What decisions and actions can you take today? So I'm not supporting this, but I believe we're heading to a central bank digital currency, a bag of currencies, which are going to be regulated at a global level. We're going to have a radical transformation from America being the dominant currency to a bag of currencies, an even playing field, a monetary system that moves 24/7, 365 days a year, all the time, money moving at the speed of light, just like information, just like technology moves at the speed of light now. So instead of resisting it, it's about understanding it at a deep level. And remember, we are all from the light, which is God. We are all creators. You're seeing an evolution. It's nothing new under the sun. We resist things because we don't understand them. And we don't go outside the box because we've been taught to stay in a box. So instead of fearing it, work to understand it and understand that evolution is always here. Change will always be inevitable. And you resisting it is doing nothing for your family. I'm not saying I support it, but what I'm saying, I'm using it for good. So know that yes, we're heading to a radical transformation of our financial system. And you, as an investor, an intelligent investor, can take advantage of these massive switches in our financial system and be the next shift in the generational wealth in your family. Or you can resist it, sit back and wait till it changes and be part of the working poor that get moved down from the middle class and your job gets replaced by technology. Or you can finally be financially free and understanding trading time for money will always keep you broke, and until you take your money and free up your time, you'll always be enslaved to a just over broke, which is a job. So I hope this information reaches you well with love, light, and positivity. I'm not about judging. This is about coming together and understanding that you are powerful, that you are strong, you are worthy, you are abundant, you are worth it, and it's time to get your shit together. That's what I'm doing. I'm not worried about what you're doing. I'm not judging you. I'm not coming on your account and putting comments on your account. I'm trying to figure out how to support my family and travel the world and do amazing things with the resources been provided by God. So I love you. I appreciate you. And as we always say, warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go. Remember, I will never proactively DM you. Those are all scammers. I will never ask you to send me money. I have an education academy where I've helped over 7,000 people worldwide get their shit together since 2020. That's linked in my bio here on TikTok. I also have an insurance company. I help people with infinity banking concept, Index Universal Life. I have a licensed insurance team. It's a free consultation, which is linked in my bio. I hate that I have to do this on every video, but it's more important to me than have edited, videos, but talk from heart to heart to you guys. Use discernment. There is no get rich quick. There's getting wealthy for sure by understanding how the ecosystem works. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.